Good morning, Martha. I hope you're doing well. I scheduled the live broadcast for today. Nengenzo okulaba nga teriyo sigitegedde leero sitegedde YouTube kyenkoze. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. But today I had scheduled. I'm going to be talking about Mercedes Benz and why I think I need to buy it. Good morning. Happy new month. Joan, how are you? We are in February, the month of love. I read somewhere someone was saying that ladies, if you doze in a taxi, they will kiss you. It's the month of love. So Terry Kuroba. Yeah, but I hope Feb is good. It's raining. I was hearing thunder and I was thinking it is going to rain my second tank at Demwe. Yet this way it has rained, Kawana. It has rained very. Terry Yeshua, I even thought you won't be live. I had trust me, I had scheduled a live broadcast, but I've scheduled the one for tomorrow. Tomorrow, don't forget, it's Question Friday. If you have a question about anything, come and post it tomorrow, and everybody will be willing to answer, because we help each other get out of Katino L200 yenalingula eliyefana bwe nenge eri ku UHU ekyanemesa okugisa musendeza nga terina SC nga ate ngeri gye yali old model nga ndabo bani adi majingulako okitegeera era yali nsaze by the way now that I think about it. Yeah, yali bwetu naye ne bweba bwetu ku miliyoni 8 yali goodbye. Kyekyaje nti santi yingini yandibadde yali nalowooza nti yingini nyinza okugula nga yingini ate enyoyiro okitegeera kyekyasigo ate nga makanika nali simwesige yagyendabira amona ayinza oba abala waliira. Yes, the month of love. Today is day 33. Yeah, good morning Nathan, good morning Kenneth. I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, yeah, today it has a different title, but my title should actually be why I will buy a Mercedes Benz. That's why you see that the picture on today's broadcast is that new Mercedes Benz C-Class. Why is the SLK? Aban, are you good? Okay. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about some of the reasons why I'm going to buy a Mercedes Benz and why I think everyone should at least buy a Mercedes Benz before they die. The mechanic singer, he will marry me by force. I'm project cars paka. Yeah. So pick up a day to the mass Bajita Mitsubishi L200. I almost bought that L200. It looked exactly like that one. It was a UAQ, and they were selling it to me at 8 million. But I doubted the mechanic that was getting it for me, and that's why I didn't buy it. Yeah, I thought I inzo jingu zanga ingini in your oil, and of course it didn't have AC, and at that time I was living in Matuka, lots of dust, and I thought, okay, buying a car that has no AC right now, it didn't make sense. And buying it at 8, probably I would have got people buying it for me. Man, you told us third and second. Today is second. I said third, sorry, today is second. But today is the 33. And I thought today what day you cut off. I even did get a notification. Yeah, but I had actually scheduled Emma. Na ye na schedule nzengezo okugira ntekeko live yange nga my scheduled broadcast is not there. Sitegedde kiki kituuseeko. Yeah, but ya tomorrow yon schedule nze. Sewa off njazeewa nga bwe manze wadde njazeewa nga weekend. Yeah, weekdays are days for us to share, and if we can learn a thing or two from each other. I had scheduled Emma, I was a scheduled bidding no chewunyisa nga ntadeko n'ekyo ekifaananyi kya Mercedes Benz nga bwe kiriko, nga even scheduled the title was why I'm going to buy a Mercedes Benz. Pick up kino ki L200 okiraba tekiri very comfortable naye for people that have farms that I would actually recommend it for you to buy it. So kati yo so jifuna mino nga musanvu iyo nga bweri awo UFB boboji funye umanyi the prices I tell you guys are subject to The prices are subject to availability. Dudu yiyo Martha go aliyombuza dudu bwefaanana kati ye dudu nayo kati ye dudu ensoga kati nzate dudu gye nali nvuga yali dudu nganda kati eno nsoga kati kano kamodoka ekasookera ddala naye banange that car is comfortable. That car is more comfortable than a new one. It's more comfortable than a new one. Aban, cover your brother. He's coughing because his chest is not covered. You cover him. Pull his blanket. Yes, good. Yeah, that is a doo-doo. They call it a Town S. As you can see, that one is 4-wheel drive. But for me, the ones I drove were always 2-wheel drive, and they are rear-wheel drives. Yeah, so and then the fan cargo is there, guys. Yeah, according to its name, I thought it's an ugly car. The dudu ateka kali akaganda ko kalungi mu kukano kano just by bana refining a design. The dudu is a beautiful car. The only reason I gave up on the dudu was because of its wiring problems, because they are old cars. The wiring often gets those short circuits. That's why I get, but it was nice, very comfortable. Yeah. Good morning, Arthur and beloved colleagues. Good morning, Kanto. The dudu is a nice car. Actually, Martha dudu yojiraba. But what you could go ya raisi ngamba no jigula negenda mu van. The only bad thing with it is all technology. That's why the Ipsum beats it. The Ipsum is new technology. Kati yo dudu ojiraba bakali kabajikanike Kampala balinga batano. Si buli muntu tajisinikirako ebinyo yo dudu gyolaba. Nina badage ndakutomere moroke muri maaso. Uli asibidde abakazi bayitewo. Kaze mujja tukozesa ensobi. Ate wa Subaru yabadde asibidde abakazi bayitewo annaye. I got that in a way to get the Morokai. Yeah, so I have a plats to Kaiseko and I might have plats. Someone was asking about the plats. So last time we talked about the BMW, someone was asking so many people were actually asking about the BMW and what I thought. And yes, then I shared the facts that I was at a BMW. Now the Mercedes Benz, I have a mixture of facts and a mixture of, because I love Mercedes Benz. The Benz yemoro kagenda bomutima ne skipping a beat. Ebi abachala olina gamba mbo mukazi mubaragavu mulabyo mudamu. Wa! Tebuchandi abachala. Ne Mercedes Benz. I look at the Mercedes Benz and I think to myself, God created the beauty. You get what I'm saying? And Mercedes Benz is not only beautiful on the outside, it's also beautiful on the inside. So you had it nganene for your family. No, you'll be surprised. After tagulanga kumotoka wa family, I had that dudu because of my work in the performing arts. So we would be traveling and I would put my entire team in the car. And then remember, I've told you guys there is the time I created narinkola juice or juice webitano bitano. So the time that I when narinkola juice or your webitano bitano, eranga musamwe mabega nemvuga dudu nengena and I make deliveries. So I'm one person that has always driven a car for a reason. So dudu saji granting for family, because at that time when I began dudu, I hadn't even my wife was still my girlfriend. She hadn't started living with me, and then we didn't even have kids. I was a single person, but I bought it mostly for my team. I also had, at that time I had the sound system. So ngateka muzi bass beam, ngateka muzi full range, ngateka mu bajita bateno. Yukunde yo bajita bate. Tebajita boxi. Twajine erinnya lya DJ ombera zi amplifier. Yeah. So sigulanga ku motoka yakweja alabya bannange. Kyovola, I think that's why I talk about it a lot. Nze buli motoka jengulangula ya mugaso. How many cc for that duty? The duty is 2000 cc. Naye mujidekete mujikule jabata wanye. Etawanya amasanyalaze ago. Ate ne brakes zayo ziringa za Noah. Ate zo ziri worse than a Noah, because Noah at least olamo akabo pyako. Kati yo dudu, the dudu is like the taxi. Olaba, you know, brakes za taxi wezigwa, the dudu brakes can fall also. And then you'll have trouble. osobola okuyingira emmoroka endala. So dudu muzireke, but it's a very comfortable car. It's much more comfortable than a Noah. It's too comfortable. My God. The dudu eri yali mmoroka baba. So we have the Chigege there. Kati Chigege is over million nga 15 eyo. That one in front of us. Nebe inebyokola bingi. Oyinza eriko ebipapula nga biyitirivu. Every Nalubega I know is a sight to behold. I see Nalubega here. Yes, Safina. Morning, Moses Adams. You guys, I hope you're doing well. Hey, Nalubega. Omugaga jeka kulengedde. Eba Nalubega naye batera okubanga they are eatable. So, did you sell it at a profit or at a loss? I can't say that I sold it at a loss because yali ekola mirimu, and I didn't make a loss because emoroka najigule millioni naye nzoba yansala ye millioni ng'emu dudu eyo. Dudu yansala ye millioni emu. Naye the reason why I can't say it was at a loss is because I was using the dudu for business. First of all, it was moving my people in Dramatic Bang Tambatambuza. Then ate netambuza juice. Bana dudu yatambuza juice paka Rugazi, paka Kalaji, paka Mukono, netugende yegayaze nga ku Juliana. Then we would go to Hoima Road. Then we would go to Mitiana Road. The dudu moved. Then there is a time a friend of mine was going to Kwanjula. I took the Mogole in my dudu. And then we drove up to there, Kamuli, deep down there. Balawoli. You guys have heard of a place called Balawoli. Yeah, the dudu moved my brothers. Ngeginane SC7. I remember the time I put SC na ekuba yingi ndoza yingi. Yingi ayenda fiye nenji kaka nenji wa SC. Ate nenji wa SC for a long distance. So ereka yansala yakakadako kinakanikisa yingi nyako. But the biggest problem with the dudus is that the wiring fails. But if you're not if you find it in manual, so naine da dudu mujireke masanyaze gajja bata wanya bine birala byonna biwangala neyingi ni wangala. But amasanyalaze ago, even when I had the manual one, because I drove 2 dudus, but the first one was manual, and the only problem I had with it was electronics. I was in Entebbe. I had a show at Entebbe Cinema Hall. So I get out of Entebbe Cinema Hall to go to the ATM to get some money. Nenkuba hambu, boo, and the car turned off. I at that time I did not know that I was going to spend like 2-3 days on the road. Mama, nenga karikawa yake karika kutuse. Until I took it to my wiring guy in Masanafu. Wenga byakabiro jerenge sakati jekala ika Uganda. Arthur, I think also mathas are eatable, because when mathas are eatable, you don't know. Mathas are normally eatable. And one thing I've learned about mathas, when they start, what am I talking about? This is a channel about cars. Emma, ndeka. So, Mercedes Benz is a compressor, open roof, 1 door. Emma ambirese. Martha, tonyiga bambi, tonyiga mukwano. Nzize yo kumulamwa. Nzize yo kumoroka. So you guys, why would I buy Mercedes Benz? The very last reason why I would buy a Mercedes Benz will be the biggest one. You don't know what eatable means. Like, it's eatable. Like when they say this fruit is eatable, chiba chengede. Chiba chengede. After, how is the Toyota G Touring if I want to use it in business, like a retail shop, which is the G Touring is a good one, but a G Touring don't buy the one with shock absorbers, Buy the one with coil springs. Buy the one with coil springs. It's the one that is nice. 2,000 of each. 2,000 of each, which is 4,000. Need to get up with the 2,000 of each, 2,000 of each. Both. 2,000. Plus bonus.
Plus bonus.
Yeah, you people, someone was complaining. Nangamba Arthur. Tubera ku live nga tulaba ebyemmotoka tuwulira olamuza sumbusa olamuza biki naye mbikola zino live nzikola ntambula, and even today I'm babysitting. Yeah, so jet coil springs are also shock absorbers. Yes, but fetete kubanga emmotoka ya coil springs jeke teba comfortable ebanga eta absorbing a shocks ge mazima jeke wakitegeera. That's why fetete tuzitutanga shock absorbers. You meant leaf springs.
Mulimu bonus.
Coil springs zeziri. Yeah, I mean the leaf springs. Sorry, the leaf springs. Bana ekirungi okubeera ne engineer wano. And Chris, the consumption is very good because ogenda kafuna nga kasisi 1500. The G touring is 1.5 cc. But you have to understand that the G touring with leaf springs is an old model, and if you buy the old model, chances are high that when it gets time to sell, they will buy it a little cheap. They'll buy it a little cheap. But you also have to understand that that if you're going to use that car to put like a sack of rice at any moment, you have to buy the one with leaf springs. Jeke nesimi okubanga nyina yinginiya wano fumanyi kati olaba jeke bamakanika izo zebayita sepulingi kati zine bayita shock absorber, shoko sepulingi. So anyway, ekyo kati nkize jeke, you meant to buy one. Yeah. Naye Arthur, introduce people in your car always. We just hear voices. Oh, let me introduce this man. This man is tetukayo camera. This man in my car, this man in my car is my cousin. Yona avuga lole gwe nalimba gamba. Yagamba lole muziveeko. Okitegeera. Yagamba lole muzeesonyiwe kuba yazivugana. Yagamba lole ya mmere ya leero. Okitegeera ya mmere ya leero. You don't buy a lorry for and give it to someone to drive for you for business.
Era obo toyina business. Togula lorry.
Bwoba toyina
ate we business we bantu notono. Buli motoka nga ntono.
Togula lorry. Anti abali bagamba muzeeyi abalimba oli gwe nateeka ku interview. So anyway, you hear voices. Kati normally I can't era mutabani wanga ajabuzi. It's under the law, it's not allowed to put kids in the camera. Kale nze muzadde we, so it's okay. But I try to be sagala mutabani wanga. You know these kids of these days, you can get to 18 years and take you to court. That day you put me in the camera when I was 3 years. Nansuwinga musasule sente. Bana bena kusotiba kyasoboka. So I cannot do that. Yes, good morning Paul. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Today is day number 2. Today is day number 2. So why am I going to buy a Mercedes Benz? Why do I even think you guys should buy a Mercedes Benz? Okay, point number 1. If you're the kind of person that drives a Mercedes Benz, that has a business where the kind of car you drive is important for the type of business you get, where the kind of car you drive is important for the type of clients you get, you're in real estate, okay? Let's say you're in real estate, you are an engineer, you are a lawyer, you are an architect, you are a surveyor, you are a doctor, and sometimes you're a personal doctor to people. I don't know, you get those kinds of businesses, eh? Yes, good morning, Pirworth. If you're in that in your kind of profession, that Aban. asa Aban. Yeah. So if you're you're in the kind of business where the kind of car you drive can actually influence the type of business you get, the amount of money you're paid. Aban, should I give you something to eat? Then a Mercedes Benz will definitely work for you, because Mercedes Benz si emoroka omuntu jatunulira nanyoma. Here you go, Aban. Aban, you can drink some more juice, some more of my juice, Aban. So you guys, if you're in the kind of business, atatogura Subaru, even a Subaru is okay, but Subaru right now is known for reckless people most of the times. Now ovuga Subaru nozojiduka. Those are some of the statements that will come out of people when you pull up in a Subaru or Stegeira. But if you pull up in a Mercedes Benz, there is a kind of respect that comes. Iranze wenafuna muka center akawera koma zozimbira family yange bali comfortable, daire income ayongedde okuterera okitegeera. Nze ngenda gula Benz. I will tell you, there is a time I drove a Mercedes Benz. Nengenda wali ewange ku office. Ne parking abawala abantu mulira mulala. I'm stressing it. I'm sure you have had the kind of energy I'm using. JK, I'm not saying they don't look nice. They don't look nice. Those cars look nice. Nende bo parking a Subaru ngete etunde etya. Omwana naita chi Benz nebo chiba chikadde kitaka kasita chibanga kidabikako. I will tell you that Mercedes Benz is Mercedes Benz, JK. Mercedes Benz is Mercedes Benz. So if anybody has the kind of job, the kind of career where the kind of car you drive is influences the type of clients you get, where the kind of car you drive influences the amount of money people pay you, it influences the class of people you attract. Uganda one, if you can buy a Mercedes Benz, buy it. And the keyword, if you can. But I think it's out of. Hey, Banadia, gwetomanyi kyoyogerako. But what is in fashion now? Mercedes Benz has never run out of fashion. Mama, Mercedes Benz, leave it alone. Yes. You what? Give me that one. I give you a soft one. Muganda wange Paulo. Kandi kuyite na mu Luganda. Paulo. Leave Mercedes Benz alone. Mercedes Benz is in its own class. Now, we are going to come to the maintenance part, JK. Now, one reason I would buy a Mercedes Benz is to attract classy people. When parking a Mercedes Benz, okumanyira kuba kutono. Ababoda bampita wala. Okitegeera, I will hire it for a month and go and I park it at my office. Oluvimbo. Yes, that's one thing. Nayenza sijja jipangisa Benz njja jigula. Ekirungi makanika muntu wange wa munda. Eyo yo ngenda jigula. Kijja we only live once. Olaba ngana okusiiba. Sijja kusiiba kuba we live once. Nene Benz njja jigula because we live once. You get? But also the Mercedes Benz gives you a kind of respect that you don't get in any other kind of car. BMW will give you respect, yes. But the Mercedes Benz will give you respect that you don't get with any other kind of car. Done. The other reason, maintenance jirabe duka nedda, by the way. But we are going to come to that. The other reason why I would definitely buy a Mercedes Benz, okay, is because of the comfort. Muganda one. Navuga Benz eyo for like a week or two. Yalinga week emukitundu. But my brother, I don't know if it's in the psychology that when you sit in the Mercedes Benz, your body adjusts. It also puts new shock absorbers in it. I don't know, it might be psychological that when you sit in the Mercedes Benz, even the body adjusts. But people, the comfort in the Mercedes Benz is not to be felt in any other car. That's one. Mercedes Benz is in a class of its own. The comfort in Mercedes Benz was created for Mercedes Benz. No, I'm telling you. Anti people tell me that I'm obsessed with my Corolla, but I'm telling you, wali Mercedes Benz ne Corolla yange tejja. That's one thing I'm telling you. The comfort in Mercedes Benz. Yeah. The only reason I've not gotten a Mercedes Benz from my brother Kasim is because the Moroka yange ba full tanker always. Ate bwe nagala mujjako Mercedes Benz ajja kungamba ndekere yo je mbanvuka. Kati ate mulekere full tanker yange y'amafuta. That's the only reason I have not gotten a Mercedes Benz from Kasim. So one thing I'm going to change no mutega kiri kimu nja kwata yakakadde nka muwe mugambe mpa Mercedes Benz ngisasule ko mpola mpola. Ajja kujimpa nga muwadde akakadde. Okitegeera. But the fact is, the comfort Mercedes Benz was in the beginning when these guys were making Mercedes Benzes in the they were creating Mercedes Benz for luxury, okay, and that was their focus. They were not even focusing on speed in the beginning. They focused on luxury. When you look at the interior, not only the emitter, you look at the dashboard. Everything in the interior is comfort, pure comfort. The shock absorbers. That is a bay, by the way. You should, if you're doubting, you should go look at the interview I did with Kasim, the Mercedes Benz mechanic. When you look at, even looking at the body alone of the Mercedes Benz, people, the Mercedes Benz, so Mercedes, you know, since anajire kakumbe ila mabega, you people, that's a E320. You people, ngatuze mazima. Omuntu yena comparinga Subaru ku Benz. Omuntu yena comparinga BMW ku Benz. Abayi n'ekizibu ku bwongo. Gono ate katono wa boda imide. Mulaba wa boda ono agitya buti. Si mpisa. Atya Benz. Kino nakitagala kunyingira mu kunemesa genda ku Benz. Kirabe. You people, Mercedes Benz is in its own class. I'm telling you. Look at it. Normally I'm traveling with my wife. She doesn't like it, but when I'm traveling with my wife and we see a Mercedes Benz, I'm gamba jirabe. Katina mwemba gamba jirabe E320 yiyo. Nabana matara wega akasiga bulijjo. You people looking at a Mercedes Benz alone gives you comfort. 1 million dividend ogula sofa nedda anti oli mukwano gwange ate mba ngenda jimujjako nganja jisasura Kasim. By the way, my mechanic oyo wa Benz Kasim aina Benz ezize nga nnya ezize ngo omuntu. He has like 4 of them. So kati nzo muwa yakakadde mba muwadde genda ogira ozimbira abaana nga bwe nevuga emu ku Benz zo nja jisasura njimaleyo. Okitegeera yaŋŋamba ddo kikola naye kati okwevaamu akakadde okamuwa. Okitegeera sigula sofa mba nja gigula full amount jeke. Think about its spare parts. I think they are now in the spare parts are available. They are just expensive, but they are available. I've never had you excited today like about Mercedes Benz. Hey, you people, leave Mercedes Benz alone. Leave Mercedes Benz alone. Yeah. Anyway, we have talked about 2 points so far. The first point, Katina mumula kamwela with the point here, so Mercedes Benz, the first point was that if you're doing a job where the kind of car you drive, if yiyo agenze wachamu eyo bajita C200 mujirabye. The first point was that if you're buying if your job, the kind of clients you get, the kind of work you get, amount of money you get paid is influenced by the car you drive by Mercedes Benz. That was our first point. The second point is the comfort. And ebintu bino byenjogerako si bya bulijjo. Nange nabikolako emmoroka eyo wogituula mu Mercedes Benz owulira nga serendipity. Kiki ekyo kyoyogedde bannange Pirwas? What is that you have talked about? You're using too much English now. You're becoming JK. So the comfort in a Mercedes Benz and then the kind of people you attract when you drive a Mercedes Benz are different. I will tell you that even when you're driving on the street, you see that Prado. That Prado is expensive. I can buy my Mercedes Benz at 5 million. That guy would fear me. That's one thing you need to understand. So if you want to also scare people, that's the third point. Okuweebwa ekitiibwa ku kyalo bakutya ababoda bakuyite wala, buy a Mercedes Benz. Even people that are buying tagenze wachamu agenze jai anti agenze wachamu according to me because mbadde nyina muba mabega jekke. If you're going to buy a car and you want people to be, even by the way I was driving the Mercedes Benz I'm telling you about narinjivuga, the tires were all worn out, even traffic police never stopped me. You people, I think that should be the third point. Traffic police doesn't stop Mercedes Benz. So if you're the kind of person that doesn't like to buy tires on cars, even when you have the money, buy a Mercedes Benz. Even traffic officers don't stop Mercedes Benz. I drove that Mercedes Benz C200. Me, I can buy mine at 5 million. Of course, it will have repairs. That's one thing you have to know. A Mercedes Benz at 5 million, probably the gearbox will also be dead. I think that's the biggest reason why people sell Mercedes Benz, the bad gearbox. You get, eh? By the way, people, tell people to like the video. So the third reason is police officers don't stop Mercedes Benz because Mercedes Benz is in a class of its own. Okay? The other point why you're going to want to buy a Mercedes Benz is because people will fear you. It's very rare to find a Mercedes Benz that has scratches because even border guys go far. You see, even me, when I see a Mercedes Benz, I don't get too close. Good morning, Isaac. I don't get too close to a Mercedes Benz. And I'll tell you one thing, the one reason that we are not seeing many Mercedes Benz on the road is because of the fuel consumption. People fear it. I think it's not too high when you think about all the benefits that come with the Mercedes Benz. The one reason I'm not driving a Mercedes Benz in Uganda, but you need to understand that Mercedes Benz comes. I think of a Mercedes Benz was even created with the lifetime car war. All the people that I see driving Mercedes Benz, the moment you open it, smells nice. You open it, it smells nice. I don't know what happens with Mercedes Benz. Even a person that is driving a Land Cruiser, the time that I drove the Mercedes Benz, I drove it for like a week and a half or so. But even the government vehicles were fearing me. You would enter a roundabout and the government vehicle stops a distance. You get what I'm saying? So you need to understand that Mercedes Benz comes with has a class of its own. You see all these cars that are comfortable, BMW, bichi. Leave Mercedes Benz alone. I think those are the only 4 reasons why you want, and they are worth it. They are worth it. The other thing probably, the other reason, Mercedes Benz at my kids' school, German cars just have some elegance about them. Yes, Mercedes Benz, not German, I think European cars in general, they are unique. They have that uniqueness that is not everywhere. It's not like the RAV4 or Chitekira. It's not like you can buy a Harrier Kawundo. A guy comes with a C200 nga jigula million mukaga. Naye wa Mercedes Benz ne bamutunuliranga wanja ulo. Tebajja bamanya nti moroka yo ya bei Kawundo ya million nkaga. Naye wa Benz ayina kirasi ye. People, if you're doing any kind of job where the kind of car you drive influences the amount of money you get paid, influences the kind of clients you get, Mercedes Benz is your car. And if any reason should be why you buy a car, that should be like the biggest reason why you buy a Mercedes Benz, to attract a different class of people to your business or to your work. Opel, Opel. Atika Opel inzo was studied. People don't really like the Opel. The Opel is European. Even Europeans themselves don't seem to like the Opel. I can't say why. Yeah, the Opel Nedda. Even Ford doesn't attract the class that someone would think. I think the European cars that attract the kind of class that we are talking about, we have Volkswagen, we have BMW, and then Mercedes Benz. Which other one there? I totally understand about the fuel pole, but if I drive a Mercedes Benz and I attract the right class, they don't have it. And I attract the right kind of clients that can pay me top dollar. Porsche. You see the Porsche? The Porsche, I think in Europe, it attracts class. It's elegant. But in Uganda, we don't know. We will look at your car, it will be unique. But when the Mercedes Benz passes, we say, you get. So how much? C200. I think the C200, now a person like you, Isaac, now that I know the kind of followers I have, you should have about 7 million minimum. Okay? Have 7 million reserved, but that's the C200 old model. And then they go up to 20 million when you're thinking about you go up to 20 million when you're thinking about the compressor. Okay? If you're going to buy the C200 compressor. Yeah, but 7 million you can get the C200 old model around 2000 model, because Kasim is telling us he recommends that you buy a 2000 model and above. The model if you buy a Mercedes Benz, the spares are available. Now there is one here. Opel, does it? No, the Opel doesn't have resale value, even the spares. Actually, you'll find that most of the Opels on the market, engines are chikumi na chikumi. Formatics are used to carry cleaning materials. Mujoga, there is a time I went to London and I found that the Mercedes Benz that are and I found that Mercedes Benz that most bagaga drive here do taxi there. There's a tax special. Not ya. Ngazirimu na ebikubo. Ningane ya n'abazungu bamanyira. Feri Benz tutya n'ogigula eno muyaya agivuga special. Okay? Bazi situlira mbisimula bajoga. Let's put some sumbis for them as well. That mula batata iya daddy musajja mutetenkanya imwoyo. I don't have change imwoyo batere musubuse mwemu, I think. Yeah, so 95% of taxis are Mercedes Benz. But why, JK? What is the theory behind having Mercedes Benz as taxis? What is the theory? Isaac, it's almost the entire Europe, by the way. It's the entire Europe where they use Mercedes. All the luxury cars, there's a Tulabanga luxury cars one. Aban, I need to pick your bag. Which one is nearer? But I think over mommy came, she would do this. So abazungu bamanyira bajeke bamanyirira ddala. Aban, did it not fall? Bamanyira ti. But you know, Mercedes Benz, if there is any point that should make you buy a car, don't buy it for the luxury, probably. Don't buy it for the comfort, probably. But buy a Mercedes Benz. Buy a Mercedes Benz for the kind of opportunities you can get from owning one. The kind of clients you're going to get, the kind of money you're going to get paid. Actually, when I start closing deals, there are kind of deals that I'm looking to close with my company very soon. When I close closing, kati awongera kubanga meeting nzigendera mu Benz. Awonja kuba nsobola okugenda wakasi munemuleke bwe naba sinagula Benz yange. Nja kuba kasi mungenda ne parking out Corolla yange nenzijjawo Benz, and I go for those meetings. Then I come back pick my Corolla. Because it makes sense, eh? In fact, because the Mercedes Benz is for work, I would actually park it at the office. Nga webeera tevaawo mvuga Corolla yange nenzije waka nendeeta ku mulimu okuva ogenda mu zi meeting nengendera mu Benz. You get what I'm saying? In a way, it makes financial sense because the Mercedes Benz is strictly for business. If the Mercedes Benz doesn't make money for me, there is no way I'm going to be driving it. Paul, there is no stability in fuel prices and cheap costs in maintenance. Paul, there is no stability in fuel prices and everything is expensive to maintain, even Toyota. But what's the analogy there then? Agambiatia, public transport is also comfortable. So why wouldn't, yeah, that makes sense, JK. That makes sense. Because even if you took a train, the train is a comfortable. This is a Moroka president one. No wonder he's struggling to change cars every year. But if he sits in his Mercedes Benz this year, now again Europe na come to train, Moroka getting a train. Mumpe budget to upgrade the car. I think that might actually be the reason. Yeah, so but if ever there was a reason for you to think why you want to buy the Mercedes Benz, it should be the kind of opportunities that you're going to get with the Mercedes Benz, the kind of friends you're going to get, because I think almost every country has a Mercedes Benz club where Mercedes Benz owners actually go meet and they talk. And the other thing that can happen with Mercedes Benz is that Mercedes Benz basobanogipangisa ku mikolo. So if you have some money, you could actually decide nayate waliwo Mercedes Benz kati bata chapangisa. So if you're going to have that as a business, then I would actually recommend that you buy something like an E320, the last one that we saw, an E320, or you buy an E320 or you buy like a or you buy like a C400 or a C300, because they are also the C300s. You buy like a C300, C400. You get buy the latest cars because abantu abagala abateka no, there is nothing. Are you sure? Kakati. Let me come on. So but guys, sorry, I'm babysitting dad today as well. So let me just finish packing the snack boxes. Abachala yensonga lwaki tulina okuwasa ate omukyala n'abeerawo paka. Yes. No, you're going to eat it as snack. It's in your container. Kari. So you guys, I'm teaching my little cousin here how to be a father. And again, okufukatata. Now you know we never know easy. Next year, eh?
Yeah.
Packing. And you'll be surprised, we are doing all the packing here at school. We have already reached, but we are done. So guys, let me first get these kids. Let me first get these kids out of the car, then we can continue. Waliwo Mercedes Benz chenda parking ya batabani bangi yokusomero. Mchala chivuga, it's a Kenyan plate. It has Kenyan plates. It's a lady that drives it, but it's in very, very, very good condition. Yeah. But either way, you guys, the Mercedes Benz is in its own class. JK, thank you for engaging. When we embedded thing, I'm parking over here. Kamaro kujamwa batabani. And guys, thank you very much for always being patient with me. Nebwenzira mu mbozi. So obviously people don't. Let me just get these kids out, guys. Where's the brush though? Nana? Where did we put the brush, Abba? It's here. Nana, wake up. Which one is your bag? This one, eh? Okay. This is Nana's. This one is your bag, Aban? Hey, Nana, you're already at school. Come. Come. Ah. Nana, I'm going to take you back home. I'm going to take you back home. Then get up. Come and go to teacher. Come and go to teacher. Nana doesn't want to go to teacher. Hold your bag. Okay. Sorry guys. Kati je kata Nazaro labi jolaga. Kali today ku Mercedes Benz actually, you know how I was telling you guys that the Mark X could be a substitute for a Mercedes Benz. It can never be a substitute. It can never be. There is no car that can substitute a Mercedes Benz. Teri yo ekyo tebakikulimba. Nti even the way these materials of those cars were made, you see how we have these cars that we call the high class cars. The Harrier, the Kawundo is a high class car, but then a two-car dashboard in a Eureka, yoka, and you have to repair it. 1 hour, one labor hour for a mechanic costs 300,000 shillings. Yewamwe muri malala fene wakasimu olamuza wadde wa Benz kitegeera. You can buy a spare part for approximately 150,000, but fixing it in your car may cost you 600k. Bannakenya bavuga mmotoka mpya nnyo zaffe. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Has anyone noticed Benz? Guys really have guards on their cars. They really get scratches. I can think of several cars. Which ones, JK? Which cars can rival Mercedes Benz? You tell me. Because yes, I know BMW is comfortable, I know Volkswagen is comfortable, and they have the Passat. The Passat are very comfortable, by the way, especially these newer models. Even these Primos, the Primos and is really very comfortable. Primos is really comfortable. Then in a Crown, the Crown is very comfortable, by the way. But when you look at the expense on fuel in a Crown, Mercedes Benz is to a Crown. Because you'll find that the Crown that is as comfortable as in a Mercedes Benz is 3,500 cc. You get so because you'll find that a Mercedes Benz is 2,000 cc, but the Mark X, which is almost as comfortable as a Mercedes Benz, is actually 2,500 cc. So that's I think the difference would be that probably a spare Mark X spare is actually Emma now with Tulikati progress. Progress doesn't come anywhere near the Mercedes Benz. Although I've also thought in a way, kati Emma ebintu byonna byonna olaba jeke Bentley Bottega ezo zeewa mu Europe, Porsche eyo yeewa mu Europe, Range Rover, all those cars are okay. Kale Range Rover ze naye zino Porsche Cayenne, there are places where Mercedes Benz can actually go where the Porsche cannot go, because Mercedes Benz is a fighter car. Ine bifo byesobola okugenda muno ogivugirayo nga Porsche tekola ki tegendayo, and chances are high that if you have a Porsche, the Cayenne, in 1 year it might be off. But most of the limousines are actually Mercedes Benz matter. Most limousines are Mercedes Benz. It's very, you cannot drive a limousine as a daily drive. And you know, you may actually find that maintaining a Mercedes Benz is as expensive as maintaining a Subaru. It's just that omuntu atavuganga ku Mercedes Benz tasobola kumanya nti Mercedes Benz ate si ya beeyi nnyo. Okitegeera, Mercedes Benz, like me personally, the one reason why I was almost buying a Mercedes Benz when I was in Kasangati, but then we started the process of moving. Okitegeera, but if I were living in Kasangati, I think by now I would be driving a Mercedes Benz because Kasangati was near. Ate moroka zendali mvuganga ezisinga zinywa emitwalo ebiri Kasangati to town and town to Kasangati, the round trip. You get. Kati ate ne Mercedes Benz generally mvuga C class yali enywa ebiri. So if I were still living in Kasangati, I would be driving a Mercedes Benz. Naye ne waffe mu kyalo eno wojja nywa emitwalo 7. So kakolola kanke kakolayo. But you need to understand that ewaffe neyo Subaru mugirabe eyo Forester era naye ewaffe benywanga 7 era teri agivuga ewaffe. So in terms of Matuga, driving a Mercedes Benz is the same as driving a Subaru. I see a lot of BMWs on the road, older models. Are they reliable? Anje ezimu jazisanga zirimu yingini ya kibina, ezimu osanga zirimu yingini ya Marka 2. BMWs are not reliable worldwide, especially the models that we have on the road for Uganda. So the BMW is one car that I would not recommend anyone, especially a young person, to buy. Why? Ojana kwavuwala. BMW ejja kwavuwaza ate Benz eyinza obutakwavuwaza. Because the Mercedes Benz has parts that are very reliable. Once you put a part, you're not going to put it again. And you see the Mercedes Benz, if you live in places that are a little out of town, like Matuga, even if you bought the C200, the old model, people would still hire it for weddings. Kubanga Boba fa Benz, tebamanyi bya model. Boba fa Benz. And the other thing, I think, you see JK, the comparisons. When you think about the Mercedes Benz, then you think about the Bentley Bottega, then you think about the Porsche Cayenne, and then you think about the Range Rover. Of all those cars, the Mercedes Benz is the cheapest to maintain on the road. Yet, it still gives you the luxury, and it's more recognized than the Porsche and the Bentley. You get? There are some people that will just say, chochimotoka checho, matebachimanye. But when the Benz passes, they say, Benz, eh. You get? There is that kind of recognition that you get with the Mercedes Benz. The G63 wagon is my dream car if it wasn't money. If money wasn't an issue. Yeah, I know. The moka yange jendo nali ndoota naye kati sikyaloota nnyo. Yali C class eyo. Ate eri cheap. It's just that buying it is the easy thing. Now let's go to the other side. Why you don't want to buy it? Like I've said, the only reason you should buy a Mercedes Benz, okay? The only reason you should buy a Mercedes Benz is for business. Don't buy a Mercedes Benz for swagger. Don't buy a Mercedes Benz for people to see you. Okay? Because Mercedes Benz can open doors, but Mercedes Benz can help you close doors. How? There are doors you will close because of the expenses, the money you spend on the car. Sometimes you can spend all the money newe sango ino chawo omukazi osigaze mmotoka. Anti omukazi tosola muwaza anviri buli kasente kofuna ng'emmotoka ekalya. And in fuel, in maintenance, because it's not a cheap car, that's a fact. That's why I'm saying the only reason you should buy a Mercedes Benz is for work, for business. If you're looking for another kind of luxury where people recognize you of Subaru Gendo Gureyo, you number SUV, you go buy that Subaru, you will enjoy your life. But like I said, in this Mercedes Benz, I might even park it at the office, leave it there permanently, so that I drive my Corolla every day, and when I have an important business, we wash the Mercedes Benz and I drive it to the meeting. You get what I'm saying? Now, you need to understand that Mercedes Benz, if you watch the interview that I did on the Mercedes Benz mechanic Kasim, he clearly tells you that Mercedes Benz is not cheap to maintain, but all the people that buy Mercedes Benz, according to him, all his clients, they can maintain their car. It's a passion buy. And my heart skips. It's very rare to find someone that buys a Mercedes Benz. You don't wake up in the morning, oh, I want to buy my first car, and the first thing you think about is Mercedes Benz. No. The Mercedes Benz should be something you think about later on. I don't know if I make sense. And why? This is why. Spare our bay. If you find that the plugs for a normal Toyota car are about 80,000, the plugs for a Mercedes Benz will be around 250, 300. Okay? There are times you'll find that a Mercedes Benz is a 6-cylinder. So, the plug let's say, you do the math. Then you need to understand that you don't find a Mercedes Benz that has 14-inch tires. These are 15-inch and above. That's another expense. The service. The reason why people fail to maintain Mercedes Benz in Tizifa, it's mostly because they don't service the Mercedes Benz the right way. Katikasi Muyatugamba, I think, if I remember properly, the proper service of a Mercedes Benz should cost you about 300,000 minimum. But you'll find that someone agenda kushare na iwa oilo wa Total. Someone goes to a Total or a Shell and they put oil for a Total. Yet there is recommended oil for a Mercedes Benz. Kasim says every time you do service, you are supposed to service the gearbox as well. But you will find that someone doesn't service the gearbox the way they are supposed to service it. You'll find that someone doesn't change the air cleaner. Maybe call a Toyota. And you'll find that the air cleaner for a Mercedes Benz is not 30,000 like the one for a Toyota. You'll find that the Mercedes Benz air cleaner is about 100. So Mercedes Benz is not something to be played with. Shock absorbers, my shock absorbers, a pair is 200,000 in Bayern. Mercedes Benz are going to you'll find that the pair of Mercedes Benz shock absorbers will cost you about 500. Then you find that my fuel pump will cost me about 150. Mercedes Benz, the proper fuel pump will cost you 800,000 to 1 million. Proper one, original quality. I had a neighbor in Bukoto who bought a Mercedes Benz E190 as his first car in 2006. But the E190 was a good car. The only disadvantage is that it was a carburetor. But it was a good car, the E190. The only reason actually Kasim discourages anyone from buying the E190 is because it's a carburetor. But also, he also told me that there are Mercedes Benz that have old technology gearboxes, and zitawanya, zabaita chiwaya. The joy didn't last long. Jeki. Ngo wana na Mercedes Benz musajja watu. Anyway, Kasim discourages people. Era yangamba ka 190 osobola kafunamu. Actually, the 190 in the Mercedes Benz is like the Chivina in Toyota. You get. And then the C200 in Mercedes Benz is like the Primo in Toyota. You get, eh? But Kasim has discouraged me so many times from buying the E190. Chikamoro kasika amulembe. Kabi. He packed it for months after a short while. Hey, ate kati. Ebukoto tebavugira Mercedes Benz. Bamakanika Mercedes Benz tebali ebukoto. Bamakanika Mercedes Benz abamanyi okanika emmoloka bali natete, ndeba, abamanyi. Actually, most of the garages that are uptown, Ntinda, Bukoto, Chisasi, those guys just have capital. Either take it from me, guys. Garages that are located uptown, Muyenga, Simanya Chanja, Najera, those guys just have capital. They don't know how to fix cars. The guys that know how to fix cars are downtown, Karerwe, Chibuye. Even boys in but go to Undeba. Yeah, those guys. They are the guys. That's why if you have a diesel engine and you need it overhauled the right way, you need to take it to Ndeba. That side of Ndeba, Kabaka, Kayanja, Kabaka. Those guys can overhaul the engines. Baliba kafuru. Bajikola ne bajiteka mu ne sleeve ne silika ne bange empya. But these guys in Nigeria, where? Those guys betete nkanya, they know how to set up. It's actually the guys that have set up garages in Nigeria. There are people like me, corporates that have capital. And then they get a bunch of mechanics that are not even so good. Then they buy diagnostics machines, for example. Yeah, so but Mercedes Benz, you guys, I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to buy it as an opportunity opener. It will open opportunities for Arthur. Kategoroza bwe nabamvuga Mercedes Benz bwe tunaba tunonye moroka nabanchacha ajingana tunogatta mwasa kugama. That's a pre-purchase inspection iba yansa. And now being a motor, Newa Chiseka has some good mechanics, yeah. But Chiseka market has good mechanics. Now you can tell about Chiseka. I was thinking about it. What Chiseka tell about yeah, but downtown you want mechanic abamanyi bakola. Era Volkswagen mechanics that know what they are doing. Obasange yo side is natete. Bana abe wa mweno bukoto simanya wakamuocha. Batete nkanya temamanyi bakola. Era you'll find that some of those that come this side are the mechanics that fail to make it the other side, but they were able to access some sort of capital, and they are using that capital to come in an area, in a residential area where people have cars but they don't have the time. The people like Jacob Abere Chira, Emoro Kajikanika ku weekend. A guy comes and sets up a garage in Chira. That's how it happens. Yeah, but Echirala Mercedes Benz enywamu kutufuta. Kati olaba nze my full tank can take me about 7 to 8 days of going to town and back, Because if I put fuel like on Monday the next time I put fuel would be like on Wednesday or Tuesday. Nenga jukira, I drive to I take my kids to school and then I go to work as well. Then I pick them from school and then I go back home every day, Monday to Friday. And then Saturday I go to the gym and Sunday. And then I do another Monday and a Tuesday, then Tuesday in the evening, probably, or Wednesday morning, then I put fuel. You get? So that we have driven it for 7 days of town and then like an extra day of me going to the gym. So, but the Mercedes Benz, parking. There are times I've found Kasim coming on a border and we were to say Benz bid in a garage, what you Benz bid. I think as is a sick government a customer. You get it? But he takes a border. Sometimes there are times I've found him driving a Mark II. Nagama umanyi atha. Mafutaga Benz zero singa sobode. That's why I'm saying that if you're going to be driving a Mercedes Benz, it better be for business and not for pleasure. I don't know if that makes sense. It's sort of like should be the same case with the Kawundo. There is no way I would be driving a Kawundo if it's not going to be opening opportunities for me. I need that Kawundo to be giving me opportunities. Other than that, the other thing that I've been meaning to tell you guys, tewali nsonga lwaki ovuga emmoroka nga Mazda. Tewali nsonga lwaki ovuga emmoroka ezirirwe yezo nga terina kyekwongerako. Okitegeera. You see the kind of excitement I get from talking about a Mercedes Benz? You would think I would be driving a Mercedes Benz. But right now, sinatuka kuleva meeting abantu bagenda kumpa center because of a Mercedes Benz. So why am I driving it? At that level, drive the Ipsam where you jola bamasu. Kati no Martha, that's an Ipsam super. Eyo super. Ojiraba no butaala bwayo bwana bwo bunyiriramu nenstuka jestukamwe iba yanjalo kati eyo super. The other way you can differentiate a super from an ordinary Ipsam are the front lights. The ordinary Ipsam, the front lights gaba glass, they are glass. But the super, they are plastics. Ono ali mukuzanyira mu kubo kati. Subaru ajivuga ko linnya. Tamanyi wewe Subaru inaita muzwe. Eranze, if I drove a Subaru, I would make a name for myself. I would actually be the president of the Subaru club. Arthur, don't buy a Benz. Your pre-purchase inspection will go up. Akatanti Benz njajigula nenge gena mu meeting zili and I take out a pre-purchase inspection. Pre-purchase inspection will always be done in my Corolla. It will be done in my Corolla. Now here Arthur talk about the Kruger. Is it a reliable car? Yes, it's very reliable. The Kruger is the same as the Harrier Kawundo. It's just that it's the cheaper version of the Kawundo. It has an engine eberamu eberanga ya Kawundo ebera cc 2400 cc over 3000 cc. Yeah, so the Kruger is very reliable. It's the Kawundo. The difference is the body and interior. You know, you can get it at around 20, 25. We bought one at 15 with one of my followers here. And I think he's still happy because he hasn't called to complain about anything. And surprisingly, yeje twaramugwira emu engine ya 2000 cc, which is a rare thing, very rare thing. It's almost unseeable. Unayakoza appointment nange. Yeah. So the Kruger you buy, gubojisanga nungi, make sure you inspect it. Nga nungi nga teri mu accident. Nga tetalaga, there is one we saw nga yatalaga wansi. Ebisere bisinga abantu abulaze SUVs bamanyi bayina ebintu byatatera kebera naye kebera ogenda kujigula. I have a friend who would disagree with you. He says Kawundo munywa neta sobola kujivaako okujjako nga ayambuka. Ati kakati eyo jekenze bitomeza atera jeke ebyo byogera nga sente zikyaliwo. When you have money tojivaako neefunamu koka ka financial challenge wasedda ne bakusanga ovuga gitwali ngeri. Hey, you people don't joke with money. Money has a way of putting us up and then disciplining us. You get it? And that's why most of these guys bemusanga betula ku TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, when they are giving away money, most of them they don't last 10 years. Ogeno mulabanga a good day. That's one thing I don't know if it was made factory made 2000cc, but in the logbook it said it checked out the engine number, checked out in the logbook. So I'm thinking maybe it was one of those rare factory errors, which was a good error. Batekamu engine eyang sisi 12 nga tebagenderedde, then nekikwatayo nga fate fe bannayuganda kitukolera. We are in a passive income of 8 million. Yali badda complaining and complaining. Oyo mugagga passive income ya million 8 ogimanyi? Hey. Nze passive income ya million 8 singa mvuga sikirasi nga 3 nga ziri waka ziri mu lujja zivuluja buvuluji. Nga bagamba ogenda wali watata abani ayina zi Benz. Hey, JK, you don't know. I get that kind of passive income. Means anutandi kugaba ku setting up Brian White. Kati omusajja muleka avuge hali yaye. Ye yagale. But anyway, you guys, kati olaba oyo omusajja avuga kawundo ayina passive income 8 million. Naye but he's still saying kawundo emunywa. Bwengena ne mbagamba wano mugulezi Corolla nga mugamba Arthur amatira omatizi Corolla. Tatwagaliza kuvuga luxury cars affe. You guys, we need to be very considerate even to ourselves. Naffe tulina okwefaako nga abantu. Okitegeera. N'otagula moroka egenda kusuula. I don't know if I make sense. Era Kenneth Kyengene oyo mugagga muvundu, sina mugagga bugagga. Because moroka tesobola kunywa milioni 5 omwezi. Tesobola kuzinywa. Era enywako milioni nga 3. Bwaba atambula nnyo. Bwaba tatambula nnyo ne milioni 3 tezinywa. Okitegeera. Aleka anywako milioni ng'emu kitundu oba 2. Yeah, anyway, temugula moroka za luxury. The super custom mujirekera abantu nga ba business. Actually, I'm looking at the super custom right now, and it's a company car. Those super custom should mostly be company cars. I don't know if I make sense. Ochitegeera, he pays fees of 8 million per term. Oyo mugagga nawe. That one is a rich man. Ochitegeera, oyo mugagga. Oyo kati okugwako okuva ko Harrier liba dogo super. Jeko manche bayita dogo. German cars have to be maintained. BMWs, Mercedes Benz are like Rolex here in South Africa. Mercedes Benz is more resilient than BMW. However, I have a friend who lives BMWs. The key is servicing. Yeah, but Mercedes Benz is much better than BMWs. It's much better than Volkswagens. It's much better than most of those European cars. It's resilient, Kali. Irwana. Ate, my mechanic friend Kasim oli agamba. The C-Class, the C200 is the Primo. Kachitegeza C-Class compressor, yeberanga Primo new model. Ochitegeera. So katecho beranga okimanyi oboya gara kugula Mercedes Benz, oboya gara Mercedes Benz enegumire ennaku ye C-Class. Ate nayo bajiwanikamu. Bajitekamu spacer. Ne bajiwanikamu nebanga boboyita mbinyo okolaki. You can actually maneuver. This is the Succeed that we bought for the lady, not this one exactly, but it's this model. Hers was silver. It's a UBM, of course. Definitely looked better than this one. You know, but you know how security guys drive their cars, eh? And then I was talking about the Mazda and the Mazda. Ajita Mazda Verisa. Why would you buy a Mazda? Then super custom, you know. Then the drone wali. But the drone in the bond is about 80 million now. Wobo ina million zo chinano so ojigula nojo omwana na ajikuvugira tax. Ne bajivuga up country, because if they do up country, I've heard with what the taxi guys do. If the taxi guy is, for example, doing Mbale, okay? If he's doing Mbale, he does one trip to Mbale, he comes back, he parks the car. And that's why the cars that go up country, even if you are buying a used one, it's better to buy a car that has been doing up country trips, going to Gulu, going to Mbale, going to Mbarara. Those cars is even number because I've got trip emuna umula. Okitegeera. Tulabe oba tuyingira. Tulabe?
Yes.
Ebiganye. What touring tansobola. No, bonna tebansobodde. The adrenaline that comes with this feeling of tanyingidde. The adrenaline. The Vanguard is there. Even the Vanguard is a good car, you guys. Chindabikira bubi naye nga nakyo si kibi. And some of them, like that one, is a 5-seater. But some Vanguards are 7-seaters. But nzetenda bikira bulungi. Yes, sorry. The internet froze. Yeah, he has expenses. True. Nayo yo mugagga JK. Mugagga. Okwejja kukawunda ati akendeza omwana essomero amuse muli miliyoni omuka kale buli abannange embozi ze tulimu essaawa eyo ffe tuwa omugagga amagezi nti omwana mujje musoberere miliyoni 8 ayina abamuwa amagezi olwo kati ffe tetulina muwa amagezi okitegeera. It's like me going to give Sudiru advice naye omanyi Sudiru gundi emmotoka eyo ekunywa gireke gulayo ka primo kati sirowoleza ku level yemu naye. Arthur, where did you get Aban's car that you put on this broadcast? How did it look? How did the car look like? Sijijjukira bannange. Kaali kabulunga katono sikajjukira. Good morning, Abby. Then the C18 yiyo. Kati nga nvuga akamotoka mba sibuuza na kubuuza. Naye shoko zikaaba olukaaba. Ate era akalimu looya. Baroya Patrick Baroya ndoza mwina fuga Mercedes Benz era. Then we have this Allion. This car I've been telling you it's like the Primo, It's like the Primo. It's just that it's cheaper than the Primo. Kati obo motoka Martha, I think we bought those things in a supermarket. Because periodically Aban's little brother cries for toys. So once every 2 days ate tubugula rice obanga 10 So once every like 2 days we stop at a supermarket. There is a supermarket there on the way, and then we stop, and then the mother goes into the supermarket. Nange simanyi oba abugula mu section ki na abugulayo. So because it's almost like we have twins. So every time we buy things, we buy in pairs. I don't know, Patrick was saying ebenze badde kaaba shocks endabirwamu erimu olwatika. But Patrick, don't fear to buy a Mercedes Benz. You see 1.8 ogirabe gyenkulaze osobola ogifuna ku miliyoni nga 10-12. Okitegeera ate nga it's buy and drive. And you guys, you should, of the people when man interviewing omuntu, Ali the taxi guy and Kasim the Benz mechanic, those are two people that I trust that you can deal with in Chimanyi tebabba. Mba makanika benala byabatali babbi Kasim simubbi. Okitegeera era bwakolera ekintu n'olaba ng'alinga akubba, you call me nze nga mugamba. Though at least those are two people that I know abatanzibangako. Okitegeera. Yeah. So I trust them. Ye Kasim ali too principled for life. Arthur, you promised to buy a car ngenda jigula and you sell it at 5 million to one of us to prove to us that all the cars aren't that bad. But I'm going to do it. It's just that Kateno period they busy man. But I'm going to go and bring my car at 3 million and you will see me work on it. Njibaguze million 5. Era mwe buntajigule 5 abala bajja jigula mukaaga. Nze mbabulira. Ngenda genda ngule motoka yange million 3. You give me a month or 2. Kansoke malirize emirimu gyange. Uganda's officials cars are border 7. Hey. No. Kino kimazda kibayita Mazda Biante. Mugamba mboni ngule ekintu. You want to be unique. Would you just buy a car because you Arthur, can I buy a car from Kenya? Antikati, you will need to pay taxes, Martha. Because you buy a car from Kenya with Kenyan number plates. So you need to pay taxes here for you to get Ugandan number plates, which will be expensive. Just stick to our cars here. Whatever na Kenya na oba manyozi no ne Uganda ne bazitwala ewa. Ukitegeera. So it should show that it's not just the grass is not greener on the other end. Nuweyo gye mulaba maaso eyo nungi naye temanyi nnaku. Bino mbu service atuuse naye siina bulungi ssente. Eyo nnuwa togula. Naye ku nnuwa zaffe ziri enkadde ze zimanyi ennaku. Kibanga hari akawundo ne hari enkadde. Hari enkadde emanye ku nnaku. Naye hari empya temanyi ennaku. So you should always know that. But that Nuwa is a very nice car. Kirabika bulungi ne munda okusinga eri Nuwa. Kirina comfortable n'okugisinga. It's just that tekimanyi ennaku ekyo ekimoroka. So that's probably one thing that you should always remember. Emoroka empya, the new model started yiyo bagayi kati bajja kugamba million nya kitundu ngwa UFD wayo. So that's the newer the car, the more expensive it is to actually keep on the road. That's how it works, because everything that needs to repair, Nyabo Martha, cars are way more expensive in Kenya because they are newer, right, JK? Yeah, because I've seen Kenyans come to buy cars here. I've ever sold a car to a Kenyan, I think that was around 2020. Yaja najino na wanona ajivuga najitwali iwabo. Cars in Uganda are relatively cheaper than Kenya. But because even the condition is not as good as in Kenya, I think that's the thing. Echifule mbalo za Kenya zebei ndo za miaka. But otherwise the taxes are competitive. Mulaba skyscrapers tuzimbe Kampala jeke. Nga ne mbereye wamwe Mungereza Bulaya ne mulowooza tetukulakulanye. Is that building yours? Is it you? That one? That building there? You see how beautiful it looks. Uganda, the pearl of Africa. So someone was joking with me some time back. Nangamba Arthur, nese ngaba jane bakwa sente ngaba baba bakuruka. Bazimpe nze nyambala ne uniform nga bazimpa denga mpitirivu. Bamba mukimanyi bampadde kala za kalango. Ngankakuba paka period webwako. They don't import cars older than 8 years, so their second-hand cars are a lot more competitive. A lot more expensive, yeah. Makes sense. Allion endala yiyo. Oh, the other Allion we saw was actually a newer model of the Allion. So one thing I would like to tell you guys, that Mercedes Benz, other car makers may try to compete with Mercedes Benz any day. They'll make cars that almost look like the Lexus is a comfortable car, but it's not a Mercedes. Which the Lexus doesn't make an impact as big as a Mercedes Benz. Mercedes Benz speaks. Mercedes Benz makes a statement. Which Mercedes Benz speaks volumes of this man has money. This man has touched money. This man has money. Because we've seen people abagwamu. Nengera avuga kibenzi kye ne muga musajja oyo yaliwo. So I'm thinking for opening of opportunities, I'll definitely buy a Mercedes Benz instead of a Harrier Kaundo any day. Jackie, I've seen the Nissan Leaf. I've seen the Nenga Karabika Bubi. Even in Mozambique, Dubai imports are more expensive. They pay over 1,000 import duties. Customs or tax authorities have. tax authorities have an impact on import car retail prices. JK, Arthur said cars are nice. Yeah, they are nice because they are newer. A Lexus is more expensive, most reliable SUV in US. Yeah, because the Lexus is basically Toyota. So I think that should explain why. Lexus, actually, you remember JK when we did consumer reviews. I don't know JK why those are not come out. I talked about the consumer reviews. And the report, the 2022 consumer review report, Toyota was #1 most reliable car in Uganda, in the world, sorry. And then Lexus was #2. Lexus was #2, and then yeah, and then it went on and on and on and on. Kangende muzei abana ba multiplex kati natayinza okukawandiika namu tekewa no parking ya KCCA. So any day, ask me which luxurious brand I would buy and actually stomach the expenses, and it would be a Mercedes Benz. Because if I had packed a Mercedes Benz or one of multiplex tayari mabbi okitegeera yo mwana wa multiplex Toyota batumanyira tulinga ffe banaku okiraba, and it's not a very nice thing okubeera nga omuntu akumanyira. A Lexus is a Toyota, it just doesn't have the logo. No, but this website, the Lexus is much more comfortable than the Toyota. Even the finishings are much better than what Toyota has. So I think that just has the that's why it's more expensive. Irabo Tula in a Harrier that just has a Lexus logo, you would actually recognize it. No manyanti no Harrier, you would feel it as you drive. Atera botula Lexus so manyanti no si Toyota. I think they are trying to create a luxury brand to compete with ya parking the no ya parking the venue. If you're looking for a brand to compete with Toyota with Mercedes, that's why they created the Lexus brand. Yeah, and probably that could also teach us how to do our own businesses. Nti Martha osobola otandika Aunt Martha shuttle wajjawo high class naleeta zi drone tojjawo Aunt Martha okucreatinga brandi ndala ne batamanya nti nayo ejo n'okubowa drone nina akiwulira. That's the same thing that Omo did to Nomi. When Nomi came, Omo was expensive. So Nomi came n'atuwanga Nomi abeera mungi mu kantu ate era nga abeera cheap. So what Omo did, they went and created Aerial, and Aerial beat Nomi. Kati Nomi omunoonya nga tomulaba namulaba era bwe tuba tugula Nomi tugula wa bucket ate naye tetukyamugula. You get Lexus is a luxury brand Toyota. Yes, it's not just trying, it's an official luxury brand of Toyota that was created decades ago to compete in the US market. Yeah, that's a very old generation. I'll take a picture for you of the newest generation of the Nissan Leaf. Kati for Uganda cheke bimoroka zetuvuga nawo zimanyi kati abavuga empya bavuga 29 oyo aba mugagga muvundu omuntu agenda nagule mu 29 because kati ne paso 29 eri mu $2.4 million. Imagine a paso in 2020, a new paso was 13 million. Now with the cheapest paso you can get is 20 million. But guys, don't forget I do pre-purchase inspection. I help you find the best car in your price range, best condition, best buying terms, and I make sure that the car we buy we buy it, and then the transfer is done the next week if you are available, because transfer is wagikolanga toliwo definitely. Ochitegera, you have to take those papers. Anyway, I do pre-purchase inspection. It will cost you only 400,000. I sell tracking devices for 350 to 450,000 depending on what the device will do. Eyasa tumwetana eri basic ku tracking, kuzikiza yingini, kulaba giyabadde and all that. Eyana mwetano osobola okuba essimu n'owulira ebiri mu mmotoka bye bakola. Then I also sell car alarm systems. Situndda fake bintu, kyovola ebintu byange biri class above kanange ntunda Lexus wa products. Kubogera n'ogula BMW wa alarm nze ngojjanga nkuteramu Toyota or Lexus. You get very reliable. Yeah. Don't forget I'm also a full-time marketer. Ndi mugezi nnyo mu marketing. Omanyi they say okwonko in things fall apart yagamba. Bwataba wakuwana olina okwewaana. Marketing mutegeera. So if you have a business and you're struggling, I can help you get it up to speed. Nitugitereeza nedda mu line entuufu. Yeah, let me just go through the names of the people that have been here. Martha, Pureworth Art, Jukira twavudde koko. So some of the names that I may not say, gabuze bubuzi. Oba, wait, let me try to do this. Let me try to do that. Gajakoma, I think. Yeah. Gakomyewo. Gaganya. JK, Isaac, Paul Banaria, Mwesigwa. Yeah, is the one here. Martha, Pureworth Arts. But is Pureworth an English name or why it's a traditional name? Pureworth, Emma. Of course, I saw Narubega, Safina. Then we have Matthias, Charles Nkugwa, Webza, Patrick, Oyokanso Wafe, Abby, Chisitu Keith. It's true, you are a good marketer. I even see you in Emma Water. Yeah? Sikutegedde. You guys, besogedde komanya you interacted here. I'm really sorry. When the network kicked me out, when I came back, some of those comments had gone. But I don't take your presence for granted. The guys abali mukamoli, I also don't take your presence for granted. Nchimani, you guys watch me from so many other places. Nenga temu commenting and you don't engage, you just enjoy being part of the live. I don't take that for granted. Please recommend me for business. But yeah, we have a record. Nti febe tukugula mmoroka nawe ogula ku bei yabo sobuzi any day oyagala okugitunda ka startup papa ofunamu amagoba ago oba tekusala. The worst it could be that tejja kusala. That's what we work on. Then we make sure that mmoroka gitugula togula tofuna mmoroka mbi era weberimu ebyokukola byonnambi kubajja ku calculator nga ngenda kukola kino na kino na kino na kino na kino na kino. But majority of the time I try to make sure that mmoroka bwe tugigula tusigazaawo sente ku budget yo. Obogambi njala mmoroka million 15 tugula yanga ya 12 so that you keep the 3 million. Okujjako nga gwa insistence because there are times that we go to see a car, then the person nakugamba athawadde ngambi ensaving ene kino ekimotoka kirungi tukitwale okitegeera. And under those instances, because the car is going to be yours, sina nsonga lwaki mba nkolaki, lwaki mba nkuwakanya, because the car is actually whose, the car is yours. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, Abandi comment is for business. Thank you very much. I hope I've not disappointed you because that's what I always work on. I will continue not to disappoint you guys. Thank you very much for being part of these lives. Thank you for sharing the channel. Share all the videos with your friends and family so that they also come and share into the knowledge that we share. Tomorrow is Question Friday. Come and ask any question and get it answered by everyone because buli muntu alina experience gwe jota itanga mga yajita mugwe chorowoza nchizibu muntu omulala akaba it's a walkover. So if you have a challenge, if you want to learn something new, come and ask. We have people of different professions here. We have lawyers, we have engineers, we have even the uneducated, but people that have just pure experience. Nga ye bintu byakola akweze experience yo kayo abo nabo babalina kye bakola ki balina nabo kye bajja okutuyigiriza n'abalina diguri ennyingi bonna babeerawo wano, just that sometimes babeera quiet. We have Vianney is also a very outgoing person, naye alina byajja n'akola ki n'atusomesa. JK is very interactive. Emma, you guys, all of you keep interacting, but don't forget tomorrow is Question Friday, 7:15. We'll be here. Tomorrow I'm not bringing a topic. Tuja, we're going to talk about things that everyone wants to talk about. Jango buze, is it a marriage problem? Olimereddwa kukwana jangu tulina bakasanova wano. You guys, I wish you a very nice day. I'll see you tomorrow 7:15. Ciao.